What's up? What's happening, all my truth seekers out there, man? Hey, yo, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me once again. As always, your viewership is so highly appreciated and important. And yo, if you one of my day ones, you one of my subscribers, y'all already know what it is. Y'all one of them ones, man. Y'all keep this thing rocking and rolling, and I can't thank you enough. But if this is your first time, then welcome. Welcome to NoCap Fragrance Reviews, where I give it to you 100% of the time. I give it to you straight. No chaser, no cap, just like some of my testers. And yo, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all know what we talking about. Rasasi is on the catch up. Yeah, they trying to throw out all these fragrances to get back in the game, I guess. I don't know. Because do they need to? Rasasi has put out banger after banger. Hawas Ice was a banger, Hawas Fire, Hawas Black. Excuse me. All of those were good. But now they're dropping like 4 or 5 fragrances in a row. That's like crazy work, y'all. So we're going to talk about them. First, I'm going to start off with one that I don't have in my possession that I'm the most excited about. And that's Hawas Atlantis. This blue bottle right here that is gorgeous. And I want to talk about this one is because if this is what some are saying it could be, then I think it's the one that makes the most sense. This one right here, rumored to possibly be a dupe of this. Discontinued Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. Yeah. So the accords are said to be fruity, citrus, aquatic, fresh, musky, sweet, white floral, aromatic, powdery, excuse me, y'all, warm, spicy. The notes, which would be lemon, apple, bergamot, and cinnamon. Middle notes of plum, watery notes, orange blossom, and cardamom, with base notes of musk, driftwood, ambergris, and patchouli. Now, the things that match up kind of with this one, and I'm glad to see that, you know, watery notes may be sea notes. Maybe it's not so seaweedy as this one, but of course you have that lemon, bergamot, and the watery notes. I think the cardamom matches up, but of course the musk, driftwood, and ambergris, and the patchouli. So, I mean, it's possible that it could be this. So that one right there sounds great. And if it's actually, this is actually going to be duping this, then that's one that makes a lot of sense. But let's get into the ones that they have duped. Now, I didn't get full bottles, so we're going to see which one is full bottle worth. So shout out to Brandon Deere for making these beautiful 10 milliliters to give these a try. I've tested these all week, and I've tested these against some of the ones that are already out that you may already have. So I'm going to let you know if you should just stay pat or give Hawas a try. First one I'm going to go ahead and kind of give comparisons to is one that you probably already have many of, and that's none other than Imagination Clone Cobra. Yeah, Hawas Cobra, y'all. So wearing this one, I must say, it was good, nice, refreshing. You can smell Imagination right off the bat. You know what it is. Go ahead and give it a spray on the tester. Like so. Drop that. And let's spray it against my Imagination tester. If I can get it to spray here. Yeah. There we go. Oh, God. Did I miss? Y'all bear with me. There we go. So, right off the bat, buttery smooth, musky. Like I said, there's no denying what we got here. Now, I could compare Cobra to the opening of Essence de Blanc. Not as ginger and green as that one, but definitely more green than what Imagination opens up. But it's good. Definitely get the citrus fruitiness, but more leaning towards the tea, which is what most people kind of want to get from the imagination. But let me say, it's not like it was so much. It's after all this time, Hawas has figured out the code, and now they are the ones that got it the closest to imagination. They had the most time, and now they're bringing it out because they broke the code and they're the closest to imagination. No, they're no more closer than 90% like everybody else is getting. Like if you already have something like, what the hell just happened to my device? If you already have something like the By Night, you're good. If you already have something like Essence de Blanc, you're good. Or any of the other ones. But if you have none of them, then this is a good one to go after. It does have good performance. It does last 8-10 hours on skin. Decent projection for like 2-3 hours maybe. I wore this. I can't remember getting a compliment, honestly. Yeah, I don't remember nobody saying anything about this one. But I smelled it. I was getting wafts of it. I enjoy wearing it. So, is it a good pickup for the price? Yeah. But if you have all these, don't go waste your money on a full bottle of this one if you already have these other ones. I'm just being honest. It doesn't reinvent imagination dupes. So, next up, let's talk about this one right here. Tropical. Now, I did compare this to my other JPG LeBeau Paradise dupe, which is from Grandeur Elite. I can't remember the name of it now. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. That one, because it's in my truck and I don't have it on me. But let me say, this one right here definitely does a great job. Definitely projects well. I did get a compliment on this. It smells exactly like it. To me, it embodies their fragrance. It wasn't overly green like I heard some people say. It's smooth. You get that beautiful pineapple and everything right off the bat. It's just a beautiful tropical fragrance. Perfect name. Very mouth-watering. Gets you 8 to 10 hours as well. It lasted. Did it do better than my Grandeur Elite? No. I've gotten more compliments on that one, if I'm not mistaken. So when it comes to those two, it's like whichever one is at the better price at the time, I say go with. Does this one feel like a higher quality oil? To be honest, I didn't get any alcohol or overly synthetic feel from either of those when I first spray them on. You could argue this one is a little more refined, maybe, but not that big a difference, honestly. But if you're just a Hawas head and you love that bottle, then there you go. Go for that. At $40-some, you can't beat that. But it didn't knock the other one out the water like that. Like I said, they've had time. They came back to make this. I don't know. Like, I get this one. This one's right on time. This is during the hype of Paradise Garden. So this one makes sense. So, yeah, that one's worth picking up a bottle of if you don't have the Grandeur Elite or whatever, or the one from Lattafa and all that. This one may be the better one to get. Now, last but not least, let's talk about Malibu, which I've heard some up and down things about. This one right here, like, why? People were duping this one like a year or two ago, you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, like, y'all better be killing this one to come with it out of the blue, right? Like, why are we duping? This is what they're duping. Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Le Parfum. Okay, so what I compared that one to is what I have right here. Is one of the best ones, I think, is from Maison Alhambra, and that is Glacier Bold. So let's get into it. Talk about what Malibu got going on. All right. Let's actually pull the notes up to that one. One second. Come on, y'all showing all of them except Malibu, really? All right. Then I will type in Malibu. So, Accords: sweet, amber, powdery, fruity, citrus, iris, musky, vanilla, woody, tropical. Let's get the notes. Pineapple, orange, grapefruit. Middle notes of orris, amber, and lavender. Base notes of tonka bean, musk, patchouli, and cashmere. What would be the difference? Right off the bat, y'all see they're not mentioning coconut. Now, people have always said this one right here was like an in-between of, the eau de toilette and the Le Parfum. The way the coconut is more there prominent, but it's more smoother now. Like, it's been a minute since I sprayed this, but you definitely get that powderiness in there right off the bat. Let me tell you about the Malibu. They say no coconut, but I guess it's that pineapple. Something is coming off very tropical coconut-ish. And it's a creamy, milky texture that I'm getting from the coconut, which may throw some people off. I've seen some people talk about they didn't like the opening of this one. I'm fine with it because I don't like the strong, tart coconut of the EDT. And this coconut kind of goes right into the vanilla and tonka or whatever. Like, I get the milkiness in the top. It really puts me in the mind of how the coconut is used in, let's say, Zanzibar. So if you can deal with that, I can wear Zanzibar and not, it doesn't bother me. But if you can deal with it for the first 10 minutes, this thing is beautiful. I honestly enjoy this. I honestly feel like they took a year or so to figure this out, and it's good. And this is the one I got the most compliments on. Lasted all day, lasted 10 hours plus, and people smelled it. And this is the one I got the most compliments on. So is it full bottle worthy? Now, if you already have this, I wouldn't say step out and go get Malibu or something like that. Maybe not, or maybe so, because it is different. It is slightly different, Yeah, it's not as powdery as this one and everything. So I could justify getting the Hawas. Definitely nice. So it's going to be up to you. I would say go test these just like I did. Go over to Brandon or something and see which one really fits what you're looking for and go from there and decide which one you feel is full bottle worthy. But I hope this helped anyone out looking at these Rasasi Hawas fragrances. Go ahead and lock in with me, man. Join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Until the next one, y'all know the vibes.